It says we are live.
Got it. We are live.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord, please let this work. Just setting things up for those hopefully watching right now. Dear God, please. Oh, yes, people are watching. That's great. Oh, it worked. Oh, thank God. Oh, Don Piano. All right, we'll be starting the show in a minute. Got to do that. I got to do this. Oh my God. All right, I got the chat people. Okay. Got to do this. Okay, that's out. That's good. Don't need that. Do need this. Okay, all right. I think we're okay. That. I got a text. Okay. Looks like we can start without Kirby, but he'll be here shortly. All right. Source. Are you ready, Mom Brain? We're giving it a shot.
Can I just put this down first?
Put what down?
This song.
You mean like a DJ?
I don't mean like that.
Let me just lay down this track. Let me lay this beat.
Yeah.
All right, I'll wait. While you lay that beat. Oh, I guess I should get this right. Well, let's. Oh. It is. It is working better, Rachel. Thank you. That's real life, Rachel. Rachel Ray, our good friend Rachel Ray. Mom Brain, I don't mean to be offensive, but I kind of got to get this going.
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 612, the Hacksaurus Podcast.
Mitch is reading.
That's great. Well, he's going to have to weed it later. He's going to have to weed it later because we need to hear it right now, please.
Oh. You want to read the Pokemon?
Mom Brain, please.
Oh, my cat. Hacksaurus is a bipedal Pokemon with a dark yellow-green covering on its back and most of the front. It has black skin covering its torso, tail, tip, and thighs, as well as red talons and claws. Its large tusks, which resemble...
Mom Brain, can you tell us about Hacksaurus, please?
I'm so glad you asked. Which resemble scythes and are black and edged in red and are located on its upper jaw on the side of its mouth. These tusks, which can cut steel beams, are unbreakable. Its medium-sized eyes are red with black pupils. Ridged plate-like skin travels from its back to its head region. It has solid armor, and the legs and tail have a dividing line pattern.
I know.
Its arms are quite small, with 3 digits on 2 elliptical triceps and biceps and circular elbows.
And quadceps. And
its hands are small and circular with small red claws. Its legs are formidable and strong, like mine.
You're all business today.
With 3-toed feet with a red talon on each toe. It's generally friendly but very territorial.
Well, I was going to say like this guy, but that's not true because he's not generally friendly.
Yes, he is. Right?
Let's go. TikTok, MFer.
Haxorus is Pokemon number 612.
Hombre, please.
It's a dragon type Pokemon. 50 to 50 male to female ratio. They weigh 230 pounds. They're almost 6 feet tall, and you can't teach that.
Nice job there.
Thanks.
Having the cat at the table for you is a real distraction.
I love him.
I love my cat. I love my cat.
Did you see that story?
Hello, Dynamic Kirby and Jovero the Fourth and Roth and Ryan and Colma and Nightmare Ninja. Nightmare Ninja says this is his first time being on this podcast. Well, get ready for disappointment.
Our apologies in advance.
And Rachel and Brian and Sarah and Pablo and Ben Stout and Nothing Found and Giant Reggie and Low Camp and Swedish Galaxy and Cedar, of course. I have to say hello to Cedar. And whoever else I didn't see. Thank you very much for joining us for today's podcast. And yes, today's podcast is happening at our regular time because I fixed the podcast. I fixed the computer. I think, well, you know, I can't really say I fixed the computer because I reformatted, but God damn it, last week was such a pain in the ass. I was so frustrated with that. It was a solo show. Like I said, I guess it worked out that it was a solo show because I had to record it in my office on my desktop. It's not like I could have crammed everybody in there. It would have been a little uncomfortable. But I got it up and running. I spent so much time trying to get this damn thing to work. I don't know what happened. The laptop just was, it was like it had never seen the webcam that I use every week, and the webcam I've been using for, Jesus, I don't know how many years now. It just didn't know what it was, didn't know what anything was. It was like it had never seen a webcam in its entire life. I tried at least 15 different fixes, and none of them worked, and I was just like, well, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. And I just went for the reformat. And here we are. So now I cleaned my laptop. Everything's working well. And then I even went a step further. Mom Brain can vouch for this. So as you know, the Snowball microphone has been giving me trouble because it just stops recording, which also happened last week. And I was puzzled as to why. And I've been thinking maybe it was the cable. It's either the cable or the microphone. So last night we went out and I bought a brand new cable for the microphone, and that's what we're using right now. So if we make it this whole show, maybe it was the cable. Hopefully it was the cable. I have automatic updates on, so I'm not sure if that happened or not. And hello, Do. So yeah, we're back in action for however long. But like I said last week, I think this might be this laptop's swan song. It's been a long time for this sucker, and it's on every single day. Yeah, Ryan, it could have been Gremlins too. That's true. I mean, it's on every day, and it has multiple hours of use every single day. The poor thing works really hard. Plus, it's where I record Parents Play, so it's doing regular site work and those videos once a week. Well, plus other videos for YouTube too. So it's getting a lot. It's getting a lot of use. So it might be time for it to hit the old dusty trail. Cat's name is Manch or Comanche. Because Ryan's
did not pick the name. It's the name that he came with.
Because Ryan Smith wanted to know. Yes, that's the name he came with. And Mom Brain, do you have another name for a cat?
I think that Chainsaw is a really good name for a cat.
Chainsaw is a really good name for a cat. I told her the other day that I found out about a cat named Dirt Bike, which is a great name. But yes, he is named Manch because that's the name he came with. So, oh yeah, I was gonna say what happened this week, but I got something exciting to talk about. Well, first off, let's talk about this. I got a phone call from the lovely, handsome, talented, kind Jules Watcham, formerly of Renegade Kid, now of Atui. And if you don't know, Renegade Kid has shuttered in name pretty much only. And there is a split between the two guys there. And Jules got to keep all the 2D properties for Atui. And the 3D properties went to the other guy. So Jules still has like Mutant Muds and Treasure Knots and Bomb Monkey and any other 2D things that he's worked on. But anyway, he hello Kirby. He gave me a call that we talk pretty often. He's definitely one of the people in the game industry that I would consider a friend, more so than just a developer media relationship. So he called me this past week, and we'd been missing each other. I was busy when he called, and when I reached out to him, he couldn't talk. Blah, blah. So he called and we chatted, and it was a nice long conversation, getting caught up on what he's doing and all that. But he was talking to me because he's like, I keep hearing that you're considering a Patreon, and he's like, you should definitely do the Patreon. He's like, I don't see why you just don't give it a shot.
You gotta do the
Patreon. Everybody's doing the Patreon. He's like, what do you got to lose, really? Like, you give it a shot and it doesn't work, so you keep things the way they are, or you give it a shot and it does work, and then you can get rid of ads for everybody. And I was like, well, when you put it that way, that does make a lot of sense. So I just want to thank him for putting so much time and thought, you fart, into our conversation and what's going on with me.
For the record, you aren't saying you fart to Jules.
No, I'm saying it to the cat.
To the cat.
Because, yeah, he's just another one of the voices getting in there telling me that I should go for it. So, I'm like I've been saying for these last few weeks, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But he is right. What do I got to lose? If we hit a certain goal, then I remove ads. If we don't hit the goal, then I don't remove the ads. But there's still things to consider. But I'm inching towards it. I am inching myself there. All right. So this week on Wednesday, I had the wonderful opportunity to head to an event where Nintendo was demoing the new 2DS XL for press. And I got to sit down and play the system and check out some of the upcoming games for 3DS in general. I put a video on the YouTube channel where I go over my impressions of the system as well as the games that I played. So if you'd like a more detailed rundown of everything, you can check that out. But I wanted to talk about it here too, because obviously the thing was only announced last week or whatever, and I got to go hands-on with it. So initial impressions of the new 2DS XL are very good. It was, like I said in my video, it was super light. It was like surprisingly light. I wasn't ready for it. And it played completely fine, and all the buttons felt fine, and it's a nice looking system, and it's got a smaller profile. It's just a really nice new version of the 3DS, and it's got the right price. Definitely, it's $150, so it's cheaper than some of the other options out there. And like I said, you can feel the speakers, like the sound coming out of the speakers in the unit itself. And I think that's because the unit itself is made out of cheaper pieces and parts. Because as you know, the 2DS is a cheaper version of the 3DS. So obviously it's not going to be made out of the same quality parts or anything like that. But I'm not saying it's bad quality. I'm just saying it's of a cheaper quality. So if you're expecting something with a lot of heft or a lot of like high. It's hard to put into words. It's lower priced because it doesn't feature the same high quality parts that the other 3DS versions do, but it is definitely not a low quality piece of hardware. It is. I put 2.5 hours into it through various games, and I really liked it. And something I noticed was my hands didn't cramp up, which my hands usually cramp up when I play the new 3DS XL. So I don't know, maybe I just got lucky, but it's something I was actively paying it. There's something I was actively paying attention to. Can you not sit there, my
Get
friend?
this piece of crap off my table.
Well, he's sitting on the hub, and I'm nervous.
It's probably real warm.
So yeah, I like the system a lot. I was really impressed with it. So I played Miitopia, and again, I really don't have too much to say about Miitopia. You guys know what it is. And I said in my video that when we were at the event, they started it off by giving us like a 15-minute presentation on Miitopia. We watched somebody play it. So then when you got to the demo, you were doing the same thing that they did. So it wasn't like I was doing anything new. It's just an RPG. It's a little bare bones, but the whole point of the game is you're playing an RPG with your Miis. So it's funny to see your Miis of your friends and family in these circumstances going out in an RPG and battling and stuff like that. So that's where the real fun of the game is. And I need to get hands-on with the final version and see what that's all about before I can give you like more accurate impressions. My 15 minutes of just, the demo of they had it set up with a Reggie Mii and a Doug Bowser Mii, real-life Doug Bowser. That is a Nintendo person, not some weird first name for Bowser now.
Doug Bowser.
I'm Mario. This is Doug Bowser.
Doug Bowser 420.
So, I really don't have too much to say on that. But I have a lot to say about Ever Oasis, which I've been saying since I saw it, it looked interesting to me. And now I finally got to go hands-on with it. I really liked it. There's a lot of game there. There's a lot to do. Ever Oasis lets you control 3 characters. Maybe more. I don't know. No, I think it's just 3. But you can swap different characters in and out of your party. So different characters have different abilities, different strengths, and even different heights and reach and stuff like that. So one of the characters in the party that in the demo I played is a really tall character, which you've seen in the artwork. And then there's a mid-sized character and then a little stubby guy that was in there too. So, the little stubby guy's fast and not that powerful, and the mid-height guy is, average. And then the tall one has a really good reach and has a long weapon for powerful attacks, but they're a little slower. But you go out in the game world, which has a day and night cycle, and you explore it, and you take on dungeons, and dungeons are like Zelda dungeons. They have puzzles, and they have enemies, and sometimes you need to defeat enemies to get through puzzles, and sometimes you need to just solve puzzles to open up the path ahead, or sometimes you're just exploring. And dungeons have multiple paths in them. It's not like there's only one way to go. So the dungeon I was in had these little holes that one character could travel through, but the other ones couldn't. So you use those to get to different rooms. And then there was another room that had a big boulder that was blocking a path ahead. And it also had another path on the right-hand side of that. So all different kinds of things to do. The puzzle, the way you approach puzzles is exactly like Zelda. It's very Zelda style in that regards. But the game has a whole bunch of other stuff that doesn't appear in any Zelda games. There's the whole idea of raising your oasis. So you do side quests for people, and if you help them out or do whatever they're looking for you to do, they'll consider moving into your oasis and growing it. So the more people that come to your oasis, the more shops you'll get there, and the more people will be enticed to come visit because you'll have more things to do there. Like I think there's obviously there's item shops and stuff like that, but there's also like drink shops, and the drinks will give you different buffs and stuff like that. And you can keep an overall tally of how many people are in your town and what people are saying about it and stuff like that. And the bottom screen is your map, and it keeps track of the main quest is Red Arrow, or you can just go out and explore on your own. I was really impressed with it. I really liked it. Overall, I put the most time into that game. I put I want to say a solid hour 15 into that game. I was playing a lot of it. And So as soon as they were done showing us Miitopia, it was pretty much like, okay, play what you want. So I was sitting at the Ever Oasis station, and I opened it up and I started playing, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna whatever. So I start my new game, and like within a minute, a woman came over and she's like, are you playing the save file or a new game? And I said, oh, I'm doing a new game. She goes, oh no, you have to play the save file. You can't do a new game. And she got very nervous about it. And I was like, oh, all right, don't worry, I'll go back. So I go into the save file, and she comes over like 10 minutes later, and she's like, did you take that side quest from that character? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, oh, you can't take that side quest. You're not allowed to do that. And I was like, oh, well, maybe if people told us this beforehand.
I would have been about it.
I think as the event went on, people just gave up. Like the booth attendees or whoever they were just gave up and were like, whatever. They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Why did you have to take the side quest?
There were certain things in the game they didn't want you to see for the purposes of this preview event.
Okay.
So like what they wanted you to do was one main dungeon, and one side quest that was in that dungeon. That's what they wanted you to see, and then pretty much that was it. But yeah, people there saw a whole bunch of stuff I guess they didn't want them to see, just because, it was all different people policing and not policing the situation. So
sounds like it wasn't planned very well.
If they just explained early on what we were allowed to do, and if they were like, hey, do this, like if Forever Oasis, they were like, when you open up the demo units, start the save file and keep to the main quest and the side quest. That's all. But even then, people still wouldn't pay attention. So I guess they're kind of screwed either way. Anyway, and then I played Hey Pikmin, and I'm really impressed with it. I really liked it, and you know that I was talking about it beforehand because I was excited, and then I found out Arzest was the developer, and I got not excited because they've done some pretty bad games in the past. Back when they weren't called Arzest and they were called Artoon, and they were involved with games like Yoshi Topsy Turvy, which is really bad game. Yoshi Topsy Turvy. It's a really bad game. And they've done some mediocre games along the way. But my time with Hey Pikmin, I really enjoyed. It really put any fears I had aside because I had a lot of fun with it. Eurogamer has an article. So I've been reading impressions around the internet, and obviously I talked to people at the event as well after we were done playing it to see where they were, see what they were thinking about the game. And Eurogamer, who I usually really side with, had some impressions that I feel like really are off the mark. I don't know what happened with whatever their correspondent was doing when he played. It sounds like he had a really rough time, and I was very surprised. So I'm going to I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a talking points rebuttal feature on that. So I don't want to go too much into detail into what Eurogamer was saying, but their feature I feel doesn't do the game justice and steers people in the wrong direction. And I've seen message board threads opened up that specifically quote what Eurogamer says about the game, and I feel like getting that bad press out there right away is unfair, and I want to give a different opinion. So you've heard my opinion on the video that I did, but I specifically want to address some of the things Eurogamer said in their video, so look forward to that from me. But as far as my impressions, I found the game super easy to control, and it's really easy for left-handed people too, because if you have a new 2DS or a new 2DS XL, a new 3DS or a new 3DS XL, and you have the little circle, whatever the hell they call that thing. What's that little nub called? The little C-stick. The C-stick. If it has that, and you are left-handed, wait a minute.
Then you are wrong.
You can use the C-stick to move your character around if you want to. So you can use the stylus in your left hand and use your right hand on the little C-stick button to move Olimar around. So that's not an option we usually see in games, being so left-handed friendly like that. So I think a lot of people will appreciate that. because you have to use the stylus when you play this game. So if you usually write with your left hand, you're going to want to use the stylus in your left hand here, and you get that opportunity. So you control Olimar with whatever you want, C button or circle pad, and you use the touchscreen to throw your Pikmin, and you just tap on the touchscreen where you want them to go, and that's where they go. So you tap on enemies and they attack enemies, or you tap on items you want to pick up and they'll pick them up. Or you know how in Pikmin games you'll find like piles of things that you can turn into like a bridge or something like that. All that is here too, and you get little indicators above each item letting you know how many Pikmin you need to pick them up and stuff like that. So all the ideas of Pikmin are certainly in Hey Pikmin. Because it is 2D based and you're only going to go left, right, up, and down. You know, exploration is still a huge part of this game, but it might not be as grandiose exploration as it is in the other Pikmin games because those are fully 3D. But exploration is without a doubt a part of this game. And you have to keep your Pikmin safe. You have to collect fruit. You have to, there's 3 items in every level. You don't have to find them, but they're there for you to find, obviously. And like I said in my video, I found things like a harmonica and a toothbrush, and they're called weird names because that's how Pikmin games do it, because Olimar doesn't know what a giant toothbrush is, so we'll call it something weird.
It's a dinglehopper.
That's what it is. But yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed it. It really got me excited for the game again. So I'm really eager to play. Now, I'm a fan of platformers, obviously, so I know some people are like, Pikmin shouldn't be a platformer. But, you know, I feel it's important for franchises to branch out and do different things. Like, look at how many different things Kirby has done. I don't think there's anything wrong with there being a Pikmin spin-off where they take things in a side-scrolling direction. So, yeah, really enjoyed that. I have another video coming up on it. There is something I wanted to say. God damn it. It's gone. Whatever it was. Oh, yeah, I was talking to other people at the event about their time with Pikmin. And the overall consensus to the people I talked to was they really enjoyed it. And they found it very relaxing, which is certainly a part of what Pikmin is. When you're playing Pikmin on, you know, the GameCube or the Wii or the Wii U, there is a relaxing element to your exploration when you're wandering around and just collecting Pikmin and exploring the environment. But there's always that, like, you're always a little bit on edge because there could be a giant enemy hiding under the ground or something like that. So that calmness is a part of Hey Pikmin as well. But it might not be. It might be even more so because it's not as stressful being in the 2D situation as it is the 3D situation. But yeah, that calm, like muted feeling. If you've played Pikmin games, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. That's present in Hey Pikmin. So yeah, I like the system. I like the games that I played, especially Hey Pikmin. I mean, and Ever Oasis is like right behind it. But Miitopia, again, I don't know. I need more time. But yeah, that was my week this week. So thank you to those of you that watched the video, and I'm keeping track of your questions. I've already gone in there and answered some of them. If you want to leave more questions on that video, go right ahead, and I'll get back in there and answer some more. But yeah, thanks for checking out all that stuff. And I guess we should get into regular.
Yes, that's about all the time we have.
That's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
We'll get into regular news. So Koei Tecmo says they're working on Switch exclusive games. So Koei Tecmo is doing a lot for the Switch already, but they say they have more coming. This is from Koei Tecmo's chairman. He says Koei Tecmo's multi-platform engine can support the Switch. So they say it can work on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch titles from a single source. So this one engine works on everything. And their chairman is pleased with Switch's anytime, anywhere concept and believes that the system will be successful. Koei Tecmo is already working on Switch exclusive titles other than Fire Emblem Warriors, and they plan to deliver Switch games one right after the other. So Koei Tecmo, big supporter of the Switch. They obviously have some games that they're doing right now for Switch that aren't going to come out here, like Nobunaga's Ambition Tenshi, I think it is. That stuff's got no chance coming out here. But remember, the eShop is region free, so you can always play it there. Top-rated comment comes from Panurge Jr. And he says Mario Warriors would. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Mario Warriors would be worth it if Daisy's catchphrase were "I'm Daisy, MFers." Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have her say that.
Wait, is that like Dynasty Warriors with Nintendo characters?
Yes, because there is Fire Emblem Warriors is coming out, and that's what that is. Fire Emblem with Dynasty Warriors, and there was Hyrule Warriors, which was the same thing.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Daisy, mother effer. I almost said it. So I did my video for the event that I went to, and in the video I made the mistake of calling something by the wrong name. So in Pikmin games, there's these ships that Pikmin go into at the end of the night, and they're called onions. But in the video, I called them Pikmin pods. And somebody left a comment, and they were like, how could you call them Pikmin pods? They're onions. I thought you were supposed to know everything about Nintendo. And I was like, take away my Nintendo fan card. I'm so sorry.
Maybe you were just nervous because Manch has been playing with that onion lately.
That's true. If Pikmin were in real life, he would kill them, without a doubt. Stefan says, hi, RMC and MB. There's Kirby here, too, I know he's not on camera.
Okay. It's okay. I got here late.
I'm joking. Hello to you, too. All right. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is selling really well. Did you know that, Mombre?
I figured as much.
Did you know that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the UK debuted at the #1 position for the week's sales charts?
I didn't know that.
And did you know?
Sales charts?
Sales charts. Did you know?
Probably not.
Did you know?
Probably not.
That Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the first retail Nintendo game since 2011 to take the #1 spot
I did not know that.
on the UK sales
I
charts.
did not know that.
And that previous game was, the previous record holder was Pokemon White. And it's the first Mario game to reach #1 since Mario Kart Wii. Because the UK
is far away from here.
Isn't really that into Nintendo. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's PlayStation country. First comment comes from Two Nips B.
That's a nice name.
Two Nips B.
But it's like two nipples?
It's TONIPSB. Oh. So maybe it's Two Nips B.
Or Ton IPSB.
Or Ton IPSB.
Can we ask them how it's pronounced?
Tonips. Yes. Well, hopefully they're listening and they can tell us next week. He said, or they say, this is fantastic news. Great to see Nintendo doing so well. I've seen the gaming habits here, and Nintendo are a tiny portion of the market, especially since Wii U. I hope this marks a resurgence. I'm very pleased with the performance of the Switch commercially and critically. Long may it continue. Yeah, think about that. It debuted at #1. The Switch is what, 2+ months old? Just barely. Switch came out March 3rd, right? April 3rd, and we're on May 6th. Yeah, it's just a little over 2 months old. And it managed to sell enough in its first week to take the #1 spot. It's pretty crazy. Hi, Manch. Yes, good to see you.
Oh, he loves you so much.
He wants to block me from seeing what the IOC says.
He just wants time with best friend.
Squidby, you can have my hat one day. When I pass away, I'll leave it to you in my will. Please don't kill me.
Please wash it first.
No. It needs the patina.
That hat really is effing gross.
Well, listen, when you have a bald head, this is what happens, okay? And you've never offered to wash it for me.
Why?
You've never offered to buy me a new one. What do you do? Dishwasher? Start with a toothbrush? Your toothbrush? Dishwasher and toothpaste. So there's this guy in Russia, and he's like, Russian laws are dumb, man. Except he says it in a Russian accent.
Boom.
Boom.
While wearing tracksuit, if I'm to believe Reddit.
Russian laws are dumb, and I love gadgets.
I love the gadgets.
Thumbs up from me. Russian laws, thumbs down from
this
me.
This gadget cuts the cucumber.
Does anybody, I don't want to say what we're talking about. Does anybody know what we're talking about? Anyway, this Russian guy. So there's some pretty strict religious laws in Russia. And, you can do a whole bunch of things that could be misconstrued as being like anti-religious or ridiculing religion in some way. And apparently one of those is playing Pokemon Go in a church. So this guy
It's a
knew.
little disrespectful.
This guy knew that if you played Pokemon Go or a game, I guess, in church, you could face some legal issues. And he's like, you know what? This place is really dumb. I'm going to do it anyway. So he filmed himself playing Pokemon Go in a church, knowing what can happen.
That's pretty ballsy.
And obviously put the video online. And it led to him being arrested and going to trial. And his sentencing is coming up May 11th. And he could potentially be going to jail for 3 years. 3 years for playing Pokemon Go in church. Now, there's a side of me that's like, he knew the risks and he did it anyway. I don't feel good for him going to jail potentially, but he knew what he was getting into and he's trying to speak out about it. But also, yeah, it's a little crazy.
At least he didn't post any images of Vladimir Putin as a gay clown.
No, he definitely didn't do that.
Those are serious charges.
So, I go both ways about it, but yeah, people do things that are much worse and go to jail for much less time. So that's my 2 cents. Oh, no, not doing that. Yomaru says, you keep fighting Russian, Sokolovsky. Sokolovsky is the name of the guy. For all the bored people of the world who need to entertain themselves with phone games. Seriously, though.
At church.
Hope he wins the case. Well, May 11th, we'll find out what his sentencing is. And apparently, according to people following the case and the Russian laws and all that, it's not looking very good for him. So, Per Person says, can they play Tetris in Churchill? Yes, I'm pretty sure they could do that. I don't think that's the same. I wonder if there's a video game you could play in church in Russia where they're okay with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Noah, what is that Noah game? Bible Adventures. Keep playing Bible Adventures.
Do they have a portable version of Bible Adventures?
I don't know, but I swear to God, I think today, Wisdom Tree, which was the company that made all those terrible games, they released like a pack of their games on Steam. I'm pretty sure,
I didn't even know they were still around.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those games are available on Steam now. Some of them, like Super Noah, whatever it was, or whatever.
Super Noah's Ark?
Yeah, some Bible adventure games. I'm pretty sure they're available today. Bella Min says, love you, Mom Brain.
Well, we'll have to wait for her.
Oh, she's not here. I will pass that on, Bella, as soon as she gets back, I promise. What do we got here? So we have official details on the first round of DLC coming to Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now we knew some slight information, but now we have specific details. And this stuff sounds good. So here's a breakdown of what you get. Trial of the Sword. By accessing this location, players can challenge the new Trial of the Sword, which was previously known as the Cave of Trials Challenge. This is where enemies appear one after another. Link starts without any armor or weapons, and if he defeats all the enemies in the room, he can proceed to the next area. Trial of the Sword will include around 45 total rooms for players to complete. When Link clears all of the trials, the true power of the Master Sword will awaken and always be in its glowing, powered-up state. There's also Hard Mode. In Hard Mode, the ranks of enemies in the game are increased. For example, red bokoblins change to blue. And players might even encounter higher-ranking enemies they wouldn't find through normal play. Enemies will also slowly recover health in battle, forcing you to defeat them more quickly. They will also more easily spot Link as he approaches them, making these enemies tough to sneak up on. In addition, floating planks held aloft by balloons will be scattered throughout Hyrule. By successfully reaching these planks, players can battle enemies and collect treasure. There's also Heroes Path mode. Exploring Hyrule is exciting, but with such a large world, it's sometimes hard for players to remember where they've been. To help with tracking progress, the new Heroes Path mode will document every step players take and mark their path in green on the map. The route taken will be tracked for the player's last 200 hours of playtime, with an included slider to track footsteps on a timeline. This even works retroactively, so players that have already put many hours into the game will be able to see where they have traveled. There's the Travel Medallion. There will be a new treasure chest somewhere in the game world which contains the Travel Medallion. With the Travel Medallion, players can create a temporary new travel point on a map where they are currently standing. Link can transport himself to that point at any time. Only one travel point can be registered on a map at one time.
Oh, Mom Brain.
Yes?
Bella What?
Bellamin
Says he loves you.
Oh, well, that's really nice of you.
I
Thank
don't know
you.
if it's a guy or a
Or
girl.
yeah, actually, they said that they love you.
How dare you
Bellamin
assume someone's gender?
says love you, and then said, and she's gone.
I'm really sorry.
Uh,
I had to pee.
We also have the
Get some almonds.
Korok mask. By finding the new Korok mask, players will have a much easier time finding Korok locations in the game.
Oh, hi.
There's 8 new pieces of equipment inspired by previous characters and games in the series, which will be added. These include characters such as Midna, Tingle, Phantom, and Majora's Mask. So all that stuff is in the first DLC pack. So I think you're more than getting your money's worth there, but that's just my personal opinion. I plan on picking it up because it sounds pretty damn good to me. That it's not called Cave of Trials anymore. That Trial of the Sword sounds really good to me. I'm really excited to try that out. And also, there's a free update that lets you swap between languages when you play the game. So if you want to hear the different voice work from different regions, you can now do that. So if you want to play this game and hear the Japanese voices, you can do that. Squidby, the cat's name is Manch or Comanche, the name he came with.
Beans. That's what I call them.
Sarah says, why are there no cats in Breath of the Wild? They should add them as DLC, right? Where are the cats? Chef says, love the Phantom armor and the Tingle suit. Great idea for the map. I'd like to know where I haven't been. Yes, I agree with that. I would also like to know where I haven't been. Here's a rumor for you. Is there a Nintendo Direct coming soon? This is what Reggie thinks about it.
Well, it depends. Do we have something important happening in our life sometime
So Reggie says,
Because if we do, then there will be one.
yeah, right. If I am away from the computer, that's when it will happen.
On a Wednesday.
Andre and I always joke about that. So like if we're looking for something to ship or looking for a specific announcement, I'm like, well, Andre, all I have to do is get up and leave the computer because that's when it always happens. And I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, that's how it works out. So some detectives over at NeoGAF have been looking into some details, and they think that there's evidence that points to a Nintendo Direct that could be as soon as this week. Boom. Thumbs up from me. June.
Well.
That doesn't count. They're not predicting that.
I know, but
You're saying
hype. Do
you get hype?
I don't know.
Wow. It's a wrestling thing. I thought you were gonna get on it right away.
I am hyped.
Oh, you're Raw, so
Yeah.
you don't want SmackDown. Never mind.
What's his name?
It's Mojo.
I know.
I don't get hype. I stay hype.
I'm not Mojo Raleigh. I'm not
Mojo Raleigh friendly. So here's what the detectives have found. They say on the Japanese Nintendo Direct page, a slot opened up about a week before the last Nintendo Direct aired. And apparently this is a pattern, and this has been happening for quite some time. When there is a Nintendo Direct coming, a slot opens up on the site shortly before it. And now, another slot opened up. So could there be a Direct? If there's a Direct this week, this coming week, then we know this evidence is correct. So is it real or not? We don't know. We're going to find out this week. I mean, I think we'd all like another Nintendo Direct. We're not going to poo-poo that. So cross your fingers, and it seems like if there is one, we will know how to predict them from now on. The King Up North says, I wonder what it would be for. They just had a Direct, and E3 is right around the corner. So I don't know why they would announce anything major before the event rolls around. Maybe it will be their special video announcing the details for their digital event at this year's E3, or whatever they end up doing. We just know they're not doing a traditional press conference. So maybe we'll get an announcement video there. And I think this year's E3 for Nintendo is going to be one hell of an amazing E3. I don't have any inside information, but I think with the Switch doing so well, the new 2DS XL coming out, and you can be sure there's a lot of surprises to be revealed. I think this year's E3 for Nintendo is going to be really big. Hi, man. It's just great. Thanks for. It's not awkward at all to have you staring right at me while I'm doing this. What do we got here? All right, I'll do this. This is Nintendo's president talking about the success of Breath of the Wild so far. He says, We are deeply thankful for the wonderful response to Breath of the Wild, and the fact that we are able to ship more units than we did of the Nintendo Switch hardware. Since Zelda is very popular in Europe and particularly in the US, and the hardware launch was March, we thought that we might end up with different results from a holiday season launch. And so we expected that there may be a high ratio of consumers who purchase this game along with the hardware. The result was exactly as expected in the US, but the game is much larger in scale than previous games, and it reached greater popularity than we had expected in Europe and Japan, as people tried it themselves or watched others play. Reviews of the game prior to release were also very helpful in communicating its appeal. Well, thank you, Mr. Kimishima. I did my best. Ultimately, we were able to achieve these results because of the response not only from fans of the Zelda series, but also from consumers who had played a Zelda game in the past and wanted to play one again, as well as consumers who never played a Zelda game before but heard the buzz and wanted to play. We would certainly like to be able to predict the worldwide popularity of Zelda Breath of the Wild as blah, 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 but we are still not able to forecast to that degree of accuracy. He's talking to investors. The end result was that the number of units of this game shipped was higher than the number of units hardware shipped. So yeah, we don't know where Zelda stands at now. The numbers that we have, which were what? Between Wii U and 3DS was like 3.08 million, or Wii U and 3DS. Wii U and Switch, it was like 3.08 million or something like that. But that was until March 31st, so we have no data for April. And obviously May just started. But yeah, that sucker's going to keep selling. And then as, you know, as more games come out on the system, there's going to be people who pick up the system plus that game later on, plus whatever game they were holding out for. Like I know some people are waiting to get a Switch until Super Mario Odyssey comes out, and then they'll buy Zelda as well. I can't tell you the amount of personal friends I have that have gotten in touch about buying a Switch. There hasn't been a Nintendo system that my friends have bought like this since the Wii. They certainly haven't done it with any of the portables. They haven't done it with the Wii U. But yeah, left and right, people are buying a Switch, which is really great to see. We're not going to do that. Oh, this makes sense. I was wondering why these were top stories. I was like, I don't remember making these top stories. It's because I didn't. It's because Schiller did. And that's fine. He can do that. When I'm asleep, he can do whatever he wants to say. I did a video review of TumbleSeed, which is a roguelike where you're a seed that uses a vine to climb to the top of a mountain.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about this.
Yes, my video review is out. I really like the game. It's just very difficult. Sometimes I feel it's a little too difficult, as in the sense that it's unfair to the player, because it is procedurally generated. So sometimes you get a random generation of enemies and holes and obstacles that just seems impossible to deal with. So I feel like there could be a little bit of tweaking done there. But overall, it's a fantastic game. It's just very difficult. And if you are someone who gets easy quickly when you play video games, this probably isn't going to be the game for you because it's very challenging.
Aren't most roguelike games like that though?
Most roguelike games are very challenging and procedurally generated.
It just feels like they're like unfair most of the time.
But I feel like from the roguelikes I've played, which I have played some, I haven't played a ton. The challenge is definitely there, but I feel like you can, like when I play those games, I feel like I can get past that challenge when I actually get better, like, and put more time into the game. But here, like, sometimes you'll randomly get a level that has, like, so you're avoiding holes too as you're climbing up the mountain, and it'll just have like holes almost across the entire screen with like a tiny sliver of space to get by, plus like 6 enemies coming at you. So I feel like maybe if they just tweaked like the placement of the holes that you can fall into, or how many were generated at one time or something like that, it'll make a difference for me. But like I said, I don't find it hugely unfair. I just feel like it's a little bit overboard. But yeah, it's a very high quality game. It's got a really cool soundtrack. It's a team of 5 people. They've done a really impressive job. The only other complaint that I had is I feel like the tone of the game I feel like the game doesn't know what it wants to be as far as tone goes. because it'll be like very serious and philosophical and like mysterious. And then like somebody will come along and make like a really cheesy joke that like takes me out of that moment. So I feel like it's too like when it goes between those two things, I feel like it's too much of a sharp turn. And I like that. Like when I played Fez, the soundtrack here is a lot like the soundtrack of Fez. When I played that, I got like a real like mysterious feeling. Like it had a certain vibe to it. And I get that in TumbleSeed. But then, like, the humor is just so, like, cheesy dad humor when it does pop up. It's not often, but when it does pop up, I feel like it really kills the mood for me. But, you know, that's my own weirdness. But, yeah, check that game out. And something else, eShop. Come on. Think about this. Oh, remember it. It was something on eShop. Something was up towards the top of the eShop. It was in the 3rd position. And I was really happy to see it there. Oh, damn it. It's not Snake Pass. It's not TumbleSeed. It's not. I'm looking it up because it's going to annoy me. Is it Wonder Boy? I saw. Not now, Mitch. I saw something on the eShop, on the eShop charts, like right here, right in my face. And I was like, wow, it's really cool to see Switch owners picking that up. And I'm going to waste your time by looking it up. Switch, top 10. Come on, baby. God, there's so many Switch posts. Why is there so much to talk about with Switch? Is this it? This is it. Yes, that's it. It was Kamiko. Kamiko is number 3 on the Switch eShop charts. So it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Puyo Puyo Tetris, and then Kamiko. Or I'm sorry, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Or Puyo Puyo. Puyo Puyo. Yeah. Puyo Puyo. Okay. But anyways, Kamiko is number 3. So I'm really happy people are checking it out because that game is so cheap, but it's really fun. So good job to Switch owners for supporting some of the lesser known indie stuff that's out there. Nintendo hinted at taking the same approach to other hardware as they do with their portable lineup as far as redesigns go. So Nintendo redesigning their portables isn't new. They've done that for years now. We had the Game Boy and the Game Boy Pocket and the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Advance SP and the Game Boy Micro and the DS and the DSi and the DS XL or whatever, IXL, DS Lite, and they do that all the time. So now it seems like they want to take that approach with their other hardware as well, which would obviously only mean the Switch at this point. Kimishima says, we are always thinking about what kinds of software consumers are going to want and evaluating our hardware cycles to make sure that we are meeting that need. This means that our product life cycles are not going to last for a set number of years, but will be flexible enough to change when required by changing consumer needs. In general, this is the sort of thinking we want to adopt for all our hardware development. We want to have flexible hardware cycles where the launch of new hardware sets off the development of the next hardware that will respond to consumer trends. So there you go. So a year from now, you're going to see the Switch XL or this, I don't know, Switch Mini or whatever. First comment comes from Virtual Faye, and they say redesign Switch confirmed. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to happen at some point. I think they'll make a Switch that is more focused on just the portable side of things, and that'll come in at a cheaper price, but it'll still play all the Switch games. So Europe, I lied. North America, what did we get for download this week? Well, we didn't get it yet. It comes out May 9th, but as part of this press release, Nintendo wants you to know that NBA Playgrounds is coming out, and that's basically NBA Jam by a different name, but brand new with today's roster of basketball superstars like Larry Bird. Larry versus Bird. I don't know who plays basketball.
Ooh, there's that Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry, yes.
Who looks like a little boy.
He's a guy. He's a guy that plays basketball. Blaster Master Zero got a demo version, so if you're not sure about that, you can pick that up. Wii U Virtual Console got Bonk's Revenge. Bonk is back in this 16-bit sequel. Also new this week is Triple Breakout on the Wii U and the 3DS. Blaster Master Zero's demo is on 3DS and Wii U. Infinite Golf is on the 3DS. Wind Kings is on Wii U. Citadel, the Legends Trilogy is on Wii U. And 15 is on Wii U. I don't know what half these games are. What's 15? What does that even mean? What does it mean?
It's based on the Nickelodeon show.
All right, well, then I'll get it. Europe got TumbleSeed. They also got Neo Geo's Blazing Star, which is a shooter game. They got the Blaster Master demo as well, and there's Blaster Master DLC, which is also out in North America. This is the Gunvolt DLC, so you can play as Gunvolt and Blaster Master. 3DS eShop got the Parascientific Escape Cruise in the Distant Seas demo. Wii U got Citadel. 15. Oh, here we go. 15. In 15, you must rearrange the blocks to display in order of 1 to 15. Using the touchscreen, you can manipulate the position of each block to accomplish the objective. Beginning order of the blocks is random and adds to the endless challenge. It doesn't sound like the TV show. Triple Breakout is available as well. There's the Breath of the Wild voice pack, like I said, and then there's DLC for Pick-a-Pix Color, and then some special offers. Lowcamp says, aside from Blaster Master Zero's demo, there's nothing that tickles my fancy this week. Boy, I hope I won't be turning into a new Nintendo 2-cop in the future. Oh, it's happening, my friend. Lowcamp, you're the new one. You got to keep it going now. My brain.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah.
The World Video Game Hall of Fame has revealed the 2017 inductees for their Hall of Fame. So the new Hall of Fame inductees for this year have been revealed. Do you have any guesses as to what franchises they are tied to? 2 of them are Nintendo related out of 4 that went in.
And they're both franchises?
Yes.
Okay.
Extremely long-running franchises.
An extremely long franchise.
Yeah. And 2 of them are Nintendo related.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing one of them was Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is one of them. Donkey Kong has been put into the Hall of Fame for video games.
And Zelda.
No.
Oh.
Pokemon.
Oh,
Pokemon
yeah,
Red
makes
and
sense.
Green have been put into the Hall of Fame. They were also entered in there with Street Fighter II and Halo. And if you want to know, there were 12 finalists. So obviously some of them didn't make the cut, but that doesn't mean that they can't be added at a later date. The games that didn't make the cut this year were Final Fantasy VII, Mortal Kombat, Myst, Portal, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, Wii Sports, and, this is not a joke, Microsoft Windows Solitaire. I mean, we've all played it.
Oh, yeah.
It was a mainstay. Is it still on Windows? I don't know. So there's your class of 2017. Fun Shaundi says, all well-deserved. Congratulations. I forget who was put in there last year, which is terrible. But go to their website. You can see the whole list of everybody that's in their Hall of Fame. So there's an analysis of Facebook to see what people are talking about as far as video games go. Yeah, go.
Aw.
And this is only for April. In April, 36 million people talked about their favorite video games more than 100 million times. The number 1 most discussed game on Facebook, any guess?
Number 1 most discussed game on Facebook?
In April 2017.
Breath of the Wild.
No.
Overwatch?
No. Overwatch is on the list. Zelda in general is on the list. Number 1, Minecraft.
Oh, I was going to say
Still
that.
Minecraft.
Let me guess
Makes
again.
sense.
Sorry. Would you like to guess number 2? It's not really a specific game. It's a franchise. Iconic character. It's it's related to Nintendo.
Mario?
Yes, Super Mario. Then FIFA, then Call of Duty, then Resident Evil, then Star Wars, then Grand Theft Auto, then Final Fantasy, then Pro Evolution Soccer, Injustice, Zelda, Mass Effect, Mario Kart, Tekken, NBA 2K, Horizon Zero Dawn, Tomb Raider, Gran Turismo, Crash Bandicoot, and finally, Overwatch. The majority of the conversation on Facebook was driven by young men. We fired our friends and we hired young men. Over a third of people talking about these games are women. I know, but the majority is men. A third of people talking about video games right now are over the age of 35. That's not us. You're not 35, are you?
Oh
Yeah.
No.
I just turned 35
so sorry.
in February.
So sorry. It's not us. Soon for you.
Yeah.
Top countries talking about E3 and gaming in general over the past month are the United States, Brazil, Mexico, United Kingdom, and the Philippines. So there's a little analysis of what's going on with Facebook. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has already hit 1 million units sold worldwide in its first week. So, like I said, #1 in the UK. It was the best-selling entry in the Mario Kart franchise in North America. And now we know, not official, well, I guess somewhat official numbers. The game has managed to hit 1 million units sold worldwide. Mario Starn says, it won't sell well. It's just a Wii U port. What will be the next doomed excuse? That's a quote. He says, it's nice to see the game do really great. I do think it'll outsell the regular Mario Kart 8, especially if Nintendo decides to bundle it with the Switch in the future. Yeah, releasing this port was obviously a very good idea. Fire Emblem's producer, Hitoshi Yamagami, says that Fire Emblem echoes Shadows of Valentia. It's likely to be the last mainline installment in the Fire Emblem franchise on 3DS. I mean, it just makes sense. I don't think it's really a surprise to anyone because they've had quite a number of them on the 3DS. The system is crucial to the franchise's revival, but there's Fire Emblem Warriors, which is coming to the 3DS. And on top of that, we know the next mainline Fire Emblem game is going to be on the Switch, and that's coming out in 2018. So to think that Fire Emblem would be around on the 3DS in 2019 is a bit silly because the 3DS probably won't be around in 2019, or if it is, it'll be on its way out. So your next mainline Fire Emblem fix after Echoes comes out will be on the Switch. Sokar says, isn't this obvious? And he also says, by the way, nice Photoshop trick. I took a character's face and I gave them a frown when they were actually smiling. But but here's the real secret. I don't have Photoshop. It was done in Paint because I'm that skilled with Paint. Here you go. An analyst is talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's sales so far. And he's very high on the game. He says, no, this is not just any ordinary success. The scale of this success is many times bigger than what is visible with the sales that we know so far. Analyzing the scale, we realize that like for like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a mega hit on a different scale altogether, maybe 5 to 10 times better. On launch day in the US, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 459,000 units. By March 31st, Switch had an install base of 1.2 million in the Americas and probably 1.5 million by April 10th. The earlier launch day record was earlier held by Mario Kart Wii. Recall that Mario Kart Wii was launched 17 months after the Wii launch. By March 31st, 2008, the Wii had a global install base of 24 million units. And by the end of March 2017, the Switch had an install base of 2.74 million. And its installed base in the Americas was 10.6 million. Can you believe it?
Hardly.
Can you believe it?
That's a lot.
That was Jefferies equity analyst, Atul Goyal. And he's freaking out about how well Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is doing. Long tail seller there. Long tail seller. Kaiser GX says, I'm sure they're going to do a port of Smash now if they didn't already intend on doing so. Well, you never know because Mario Kart was only on the Wii U. Mario Kart 8 was only on Wii U. But Smash Brothers, Wii U, and 3DS was on the 3DS as well as Wii U. So maybe they aren't convinced that this port would be such a good idea. But we'll find out. All right. Man, right on the dot, an hour. Perfect. Kirby, what have you been playing?
Nothing recently. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Mom Brain, what have you been playing?
Nothing.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
From me.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
Well, I played those games at that demo event, which I've already discussed at length.
Right, you didn't play them the right way.
That's right. I didn't play how I was supposed to. What else have I been playing? I've been playing more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that's what that's what I gotta say. The next episode of Parents Play is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but it has a special guest editor. I am not editing this episode. Someone else is editing. It's Name of Austin. Austin's going to be editing from That One Show Fun. He asked me if he could edit an episode, and I said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And he said, "Yes, I'm absolutely sure." So when the next episode comes around, it'll be new to me as it is new to you, and I'm very excited to see it. What's wrong?
Nothing.
So I don't know when he's going to be done with that. Probably soon. And we will share it on our YouTube channel as well as his YouTube channel because he did all the hard work. So why shouldn't he be allowed to put it on his channel? Oh, don't touch that cord.
I'm doing the best I can here.
Doing the best I can. So we'll all watch that together, and I'm sure we'll enjoy it greatly. I've been playing Puyo Tetris with friends and family, and it gets pretty intense. One particular portion of our family really likes to play that game a lot and never wants to play anything else. They could play it for hours on end. Mom Brain, you've seen that firsthand.
Yes.
Oh, thanks for joining in, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. Are you busy?
Yes.
So I've been playing that. I really want to get back into Nier Automata, but I just haven't had the time, unfortunately, because I've been working on stuff with the site, and it's got me tied to the laptop, so I can't really play anything. And I also had the reformatting and resetting everything up as well. So, and I've just been extra busy. So since I've been tied to the laptop so much, instead of playing games because I can't, I've been watching movies. So I watched a few movies. I watched Split, which I really liked.
Oh, nice.
I watched Don't Breathe.
Stephen Lang is the blind guy.
Yes. And Clay from 13 Reasons Why, whatever his name is, I don't know. So I watched that and I liked it. And then Drew Michaels told me about a movie called The Wailing. It's a Korean movie. It's a Korean horror movie. And it's on Netflix. You can watch it subtitled right now. And he said he really liked it, so I watched it. Man, it was awesome. Really, really well done. It's about this town. What do I say? It's about this town where there's all that's what I'm trying to do. They're all like these murders are happening, murders of families, and the main character is a police officer, and it's about him trying to figure out why these people are going crazy and killing each other. And right in the beginning of the movie, you see like the first guy that kills somebody. So this happens in the first 5 minutes. Has some kind of like skin problem. He's got like bubbles and blisters and stuff on his skin. So they're trying to figure out what's causing that and why all these people are dying. So there's so much more to it than that. But yeah, I watched that. Awesome. Really enjoyed it. I've been on a real horror kick lately. Yeah. And the thing that I'm watching that's not horror related is Riverdale, because I keep seeing so many people say good things about Riverdale, and I've read a couple of the comics, but I've never been like super into Archie comics or anything like that.
The only thing I know about Riverdale is that I have to
stay out. I'm waiting for somebody to say that in the show.
Also,
so I'm watching Riverdale, and it's really cool. It's really well done. It's like a teen. It's like a teen Twin Peaks a little bit. But yeah, I like it. It's good stuff. So that's fun, easy watching. I'm into it. And then also, yes, I had to watch the premiere of American Gods.
it's so good.
You were so not into it before it came on, right? You were.
I was. No, I said it looked very interesting.
Well, it's only the first episode right now. It's done by Brian Fuller, the guy who did Hannibal, and his stuff's so good. It's so good. But I have to stress for our younger listeners, this show is not for you. This is definitely TV mature, without a doubt, and it's everything that earns you a TV mature rating. So sex and violence, like dialed up to 11 by far.
Yeah, it's comical. It's dialed up so like you have to laugh sometimes. Like there was a sex.
I don't know. There was a sex.
You let me finish. There was a sex scene that like something was happening, and I was like, "Wait, is that?"
Yeah,
and then I was
as
like,
that was.
"Oh my god!"
Yeah, as that was happening, I was like, "Am I seeing this?"
Yeah,
and then
too.
the scene goes on. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's obviously based on the book by whoever Neil.
Gaiman.
Yeah, he gives this his blessing. I have not read one page of the book, or if there's multiple books, I don't even know. But I'm such a huge fan of Brian Fuller that I want to check the show out, and I'm glad I did. So if you are of an adult age, 17 or older, go watch the show.
And even then, you made me ask your parents.
Oh yeah. If you're not, especially if you're not into violent content, you might not want to watch this, but it's good stuff.
It's real good.
It's good stuff.
It's good. It really scratches that Hannibal itch. It feels like you're being treated to like the most exciting and exquisite dinner you've ever been presented.
Wow, that's quite a rousing endorsement.
I'm happy that Brian Fuller doesn't have to like worry about TV censorship anymore.
Yeah, and that was the best for me because I had no idea Stars wasn't censored. Like I thought Stars was like an AMC or something like that. Like I thought it was a regular network with commercials.
Don't you remember seeing me watching Outlander?
What are you burping? That smells terrible.
Lunch?
Because it's flooding the whole. It smells like
I'm sorry.
the lunch meat counter.
I had olives in my salad.
The first one happened. I was like, okay. The second one was like, offensive to me. You're lucky.
Sorry.
I don't even know what I was saying. Watch
Stars,
American Gods.
Stars.
Stars. Yeah, I thought it was like a regular channel with like commercials. Do I remember you watching Outlander? Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was on that channel, and I didn't watch Outlander.
But you like walked into the two dudes having sex.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
All I know is every time I walked into the room, you were like, shh. So I never got to see any of it. All right, let's do some music. Let's do some video game music. Nice of you to come back, Mom Brain, so we can do some music.
Sorry.
I meant that. Are you all right? Do you have to pee or something?
Just trying to keep my...
Trying to shake up those nasty burps?
Yeah. No. All right, so here we have it. This first song comes from Bowling for Bear.
Is this first party?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it an Animal Crossing?
It's not.
Is it Twilight Princess?
It's not.
Sure, Dan. Donkey Kong?
No.
Pokemon?
Nope.
It's not Mario.
Nope.
Kirby?
Nope.
Going through them all. It's not Metroid.
Nope.
Wii Sports.
No.
Wii Sports Resort.
No.
Wii Play.
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
We
Was it riding the cows or whatever it is?
It just says charge. An exclamation point. That was from Bowling for Bear, and it was We Play. This one comes from Andy the Zombie.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
The ice level?
Yeah.
Look at it.
It's so like
It's icy.
sad and
It's icy. It's stinging.
I hate it. All right. All the slipping and sliding. This one comes from Corbin Dallas.
Ooh, I don't know so far, but I like it. Is it a portable?
No.
Oh, all right. It's Smash Brothers.
Nope.
What? Oh, wait. Hold on. I know this. Oh, this is a Kirby game.
Yes.
All right. Kirby. Oh, whatever it is. The rainbow one.
Yes.
Let me think of the name of that.
Shall I leave it play?
Shall I leave it to play?
Rainbow Curse.
Yes.
There we go. Thank you.
All right, that was Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, and it was from Corbin Dallas. This next song comes from Kart Master. And here it comes.
I think I know this.
I mean,
It's got that Milton Bradley feel.
the image that's up right now is so good.
Time Lord.
No.
Is this a license?
I assume so, but I mean, I can't really say. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Nope. Not helping. I don't know. You know? We don't know. Go ahead.
Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road.
Oh,
On the
I
NES.
certainly never played
Check out
that.
this.
I've seen it, yeah. I've seen it.
Okay. So you got that one wrong.
Hello, Rocket.
This next song, and that was from Kart Master, by the way. This one comes from My Body Is Ready.
I love it. What system is this?
64.
Pretty good for 64. What the hell is this?
Not like Conquer or something like that.
Yeah.
It's good quality. Like, sound is good quality. Is it first party?
No.
Bomberman.
No.
Glover.
No.
What the hell? Is this licensed?
Yes.
Micro Machines.
No.
What is it? Can I hear it again?
Rip it up.
It's just another song from the game.
Is it a racing game?
It is.
What other Beetle? No. No.
Big Bad Beetleborgs. Racing.
Racing on N64, that's like goofy. Oh, is it like Konami make it? You know it?
I don't think it's Konami,
Diddy Kong Racing? No, it's not it. What racing games are there on N64? Beetle Adventure Racing is the only thing I can think of in Extreme J, but it's neither of those. I don't know, go ahead.
Lego Racers.
Oh, I didn't even remember that game. Jesus
That was
Christ.
from My Body Is Ready. This one comes from Rat Mustard.
Is this Clubhouse Games?
Nope.
Why not? Is this portable? DS?
Yes.
Is this first party?
I don't know.
Why do I know this?
Because you have Blake.
Oh man, this one's really hurting me because I definitely remember. It's not like LOL, is it? Oh, right now it's so familiar. Oh, damn it.
Surprisingly, I did not play this game.
So it's cats.
No.
What are you, Muppets? Is this a Cooking Mama game?
Sure is.
Yes, that's why I know it.
Cooking Mama.
Better than Mama.
That was Cooking Mama, and it came to us from
It's a
Ratmaster.
new one coming out.
Here comes one from Jet Jaguar.
Focus, all tax.
That's with simpler time.
What is this, Wii Sports?
Sure is. Did we have Do Reach into the Heavens with this one? I feel like we did. That was from Jet Jaguar, and it is Wii Sports on the Wii. Here comes one from Wired. Just takes a moment.
It's a sports game.
I don't think so.
Is it NES?
Yeah.
I got no idea.
North and South.
Yes.
Oh my God! Really?
How did you get that?
I just guessed.
Well, yes.
Oh, I guess because it almost sounds like I forget the name of that song. But
All
Man.
right.
Who sent that in, they're going to be pissed.
Wired. This one comes
Sorry,
from
Wired.
Glitter Bubble 3.
All right, so is this actually NES?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got those note vibratos,
I think it's vibrato.
vibration vibrato, which makes me think it's late Capcom did that a lot.
Yep, it is Capcom.
Yeah, okay. That's when their music got kind of bad. All right, so this could be a later Mega Man game. No, I would know it. I would know it. It could also be early Capcom. It could be Bionic Commando.
No.
is it Ghosts and Goblins?
No.
Gun Dot Smoke.
No.
All right, how about Disney games I haven't played? No,
not
it's
Disney.
yeah. I was gonna say it's not good. Street Fighter 2048. I like to have you let me suffer through that.
Yeah.
Capcom. Is it a Capcom franchise?
No.
It's licensed.
Yep.
God damn it. What the hell did Capcom do
You
license
weren't
that?
too far off.
That wasn't Disney.
You weren't that far off.
So is it based on like another cartoon?
No.
But it's not Disney. So it's not based on a cartoon.
That's correct.
Is it based on a movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Who did the Rocketeer?
It's not the Rocketeer.
What licensed movie game did Capcom do? We're gonna hear it and know right. We're gonna be like, of course. How do we not think of that? Capcom movie game. What the hell? Popular movie? Dick Tracy.
Popular enough. No, it wasn't Dick Tracy.
It's not Jurassic Park.
No. You were closer when you were thinking about Disney.
Yeah, but you said it's not animated. It's Warner Brothers?
No.
What the hell else is there? Closer with Disney. I got no idea. This doesn't make any sense to me. Can you just go to the next song, or is this the last one?
No. The last song we have comes from Mikey3319.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does. That, I remember that and thinking it was funny.
Is it 64?
Might be Super Nintendo.
64.
Is it War Gods?
Mm-mm.
Mace? The Dark Ages? No. Right.
Yeah, right. Is it a fighting game?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know why, but I thought bad fighting game too.
Is this a licensed game?
No.
What was
Well, so it was put out by Hasbro Interactive.
well, now I got no idea.
I'm pretty sure you played it.
Boy, it makes me feel bad. It's not some kind of like jungle vibe to it, yeah?
I think that's just the like stage. I don't think that the game itself is jungly.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it based on like
A board game,
toy
yeah.
franchise?
Dear Lord, we're doing terrible now. We're gonna have to say no to both of these.
No. The Incredible Crash Dummies.
Power Rangers.
No.
All right, we don't know, right?
Yeah.
We don't know either of them. Go ahead.
This one was Glover.
Oh, come on.
No!
Where were you?
No! I even said Glover today. God damn it!
No.
Call yourself a Glover fan.
And you want to give this last one one more try?
Oh no! I feel like I should. How do I miss Glover? God damn it! This again. We gotta get this. A movie game from Capcom. It's close to Disney somehow. I don't know what that means in Mom Brain's world. It probably isn't close to Disney at all.
You know what?
Stop.
Suck an egg, man.
Stop tapping your feet.
I'm very clever.
Rocky. Was there a Rocky game?
Nope.
Rambo.
Nope.
Is it for kids? The movie.
Not particularly.
Ninja Turtles. They didn't do it. Capcom didn't do that. Garbage Pail Kids.
No.
Barney.
Oh, man.
I don't know. You want to give up?
Oh. Is it like a superhero game?
Nope.
All right, I give up.
We give up.
Willow.
Oh, that's right. I
Oh man.
I played this game on an emulator when I was in college. That's how I.
Close with Disney.
Yeah. How?
Lucasfilm.
Oh, she's got you there.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm I'm sorry, Mom Brain.
No,
that
no,
I
no,
thought
no.
you were stupid.
No. I see. If you say close with Disney, I wouldn't think of like in terms of now.
Yeah, obviously. Because you didn't get it right.
If Lube was here, he would have got it. Damn it.
So Glitter Bubble 3 and Mikey3319 got ya.
Glover, God damn it, Glover.
10, 9, 8.
How embarrassing.
It doesn't matter. If it's on N64, I should always guess Glover. Just get it out of the way.
7, you didn't get Lego Racers,
New
right?
rule. No, we didn't
And
get
you didn't
Lego
get Super Off-Road?
No.
No, I didn't get Super After 6.
So you got 6 out of 10.
We started off so well, and you had an amazing north versus
and south,
south,
yeah.
or whatever it is. God damn it.
Kirby kept you from being 50-50.
And I'm 50. All right, well, this whole show recorded right. I guess we got everything worked out. So let's end the show before it craps out. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
So, somebody says, there was that Street Fighter, the movie, the game. That's true. And what a disaster it was. Oh, that's right. I haven't exported anything on here. This is going to be fun. No.
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 Oh.
Okay, all right. Well, while this is exporting, we got a little bit of time. If you want, but if not, we can just sit here and relax and enjoy the silence. It's up to you guys. Oh, man. Is Guardians of the Galaxy 2 out now?
Yeah, it came out last night.
I don't know.
Yesterday.
I don't know. Can't keep up with all those comic book movies. I'm too busy watching comic book TV shows. Stay out of Riverdale. Man, Betty and Veronica are pretty attractive. I don't know if they were that attractive in the cartoon, but in this show. Roth says, thoughts on David Lynch no longer directing films? Well, I didn't know he said he wasn't going to direct films anymore.
Yeah, I think he was quoted as saying that he's done. I mean, he hasn't directed a movie in like over 10 years.
Yeah, I knew it had been a while. I just didn't know, like he said he was done.
So yeah, I just assumed he was done anyway.
Lowcamp says Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is out, and to me it's as funny as the first one too. I did not see the first one. Rachel also says it is out.
You gotta get around to. You gotta get on that.
Rocket says, are my parents gonna play Puyo Puyo Tetris? I don't know, man. My mom is really good and my dad is absolutely terrible, and I know that's how most of them go, but like it would be, I think it might be pointless. I might have to throw a third person in there if we were going to do it. And she's been playing the game like crazy already. She has the demo on her Switch, so I don't know, it might be a little unfair. But I'm not counting it out, no. Thoughts on Defenders? What the hell's Defenders? Some comic book thing?
Oh, Marvel's Defenders. It's the new Netflix series.
The last Netflix Marvel thing I watched was the first season of Daredevil, so that's how far behind I am.
So yeah, you're about it. You might as well have just not watched any of them.
And I really liked Daredevil. I'm just so far behind. So yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Roth says, check out Train to Busan and The Handmaiden when you can. Yeah, The Handmaiden is on my list of things to watch. I was either going to start The Handmaiden or Riverdale, and I thought I'd go with The Handmaiden. Or I thought I'd go with Riverdale. So Handmaiden I am going to watch 100%. My sister's been telling me how good it is. Feel like it's the first like real high-profile show on Hulu. I feel like Hulu has some good shows, but you never really hear like...
Wait, I thought it was called The Handmaid's Tale. Or is this a different show?
Oh, maybe he's talking about something completely different. You're right. The Handmaid's Tale is on Hulu. What the hell's The Handmaiden?
Is there a show called The Handmaiden?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's an anime. Maybe it's that anime stuff. I'm looking it up. The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden. Here we go. Yeah, I kind of wanted to watch The Path, Brian, but I haven't. The Handmaiden, it's a film with help From an orphaned pickpocket, a Korean con man devises an elaborate plot to seduce and bilk a Japanese woman out of her inheritance. Well, if you say it's good. Oh, both are Korean films, he says. So I guess those are good Korean films.
It's the guy who did Old Boy.
Oh, okay. Now I'm on the trolley. Rocket says, yeah, Betty and Veronica were always cute. Well, in this show, man.
Oh, that reminds me.
They're real cute.
Let me see if I can find this image.
Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Where did you go? Where did you go? My lovely. Where did you go? I want to know. My lovely.
Speaking of Riverdale.
Betty and me are. Archie's got to do what Archie's got to do. All right, that's it. Our show's done exporting. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. Thank you for your suggestions on what to watch. I will take you up on those, and I'll report back. Have a great weekend. Have some fun. Hang out with friends. See some family. Take it easy. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.